my God, Becky, look at her butt.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 best one-hit wonders of the 1990s.
Yeah, mama, this surely is a dream. Take it.
For this list, we're looking at the best one-hit wonders released between 1990 and 1999. While many of these artists have released other popular songs, they are best known for these hits. Which 90s one-hit wonder is your favorite? Let us know in the comments. If you like what you're hearing, be sure to check out the full song at the link below. Number 20, What's Up? 4 Non-Blondes. There aren't many go-to karaoke songs as enduring as this hit by San Francisco rock outfit 4 Non-Blondes.
I realized quickly when I knew I should that the world was made up of this brotherhood of man.
It starts mellow but works its way up to a chorus that demands you sing along. Singer Linda Perry's lyrics about struggling in your 20s resonated with listeners, and her impassioned vocals reminded them that things will be okay. What's Up soon went up the charts, becoming a surprise hit on pop radio and reaching number 14 on the US Billboard charts and number 1 in multiple countries. It remains popular today as well, with its music video netting 1 billion views and counting on YouTube. But only a year after its release, 4 Non-Blondes called it quits. What goes up must come down. Number 19, Baby Got Back, Sir Mix-a-Lot. Some songs have cryptic lyrics that can be interpreted in many different ways. Baby Got Back is not one of those songs.
I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny.
Sir Mix-a-Lot has a fondness for large derrieres, and he will not deny it. This incessantly catchy song topped the Billboard charts for 5 weeks and became the second highest-selling song in the US in 1992. It even won a Grammy for Best Rap Solo Performance.
Has your girlfriend got your butt?
Hell
Tell her
yeah.
shake it,
Shake it.
shake it,
Shake it.
shake that healthy butt. Baby got back. With the open booty.
While the concept may seem crass and many of the lyrics are rude, the song has an overall message of body positivity that we can all hopefully get behind. No pun intended. We like this song and we cannot lie.
Baby got back. Yeah, baby.
Number 18, Stay, I Missed You, Lisa Loeb. One non-blonde who was in her feelings in the 90s was Lisa Loeb. Stay, I Missed You is a passionate pop and folk rock ballad about post-breakup regret. And its success can be partially attributed to actor Ethan Hawke.
You say I only hear what I want to.
A friend of Loeb's, Hawke introduced Ben Stiller to her music, and he included the song on the soundtrack for the classic Gen X comedy Reality Bites. Loeb made history with this song, as she was the first artist to hit number 1 on the Billboard charts without a record deal.
So I turn the radio on, I turn the radio on, and this woman was singing my song.
Does that make this an indie rock song? We think so.
You say stay.
Number 17, Ready to Go, Republica. If there was ever a song that called for a dance party and a mosh pit at the same time, it's this one. Ready to Go by English rockers Republica mixes a brash punk attitude with groovy techno beats, creating a song with an energy you couldn't find just anywhere. With lead singer Saffron's vocals at the forefront, the song's momentum never lets up. The most famous version of the song is actually a remix, but it proved to be the most successful, reaching number 13 on the UK singles chart and performing well in Ireland, Belgium, and Iceland. Republica went on hiatus in 2001 before reuniting in 2008. However, they haven't released any studio albums since 1998. Could they have any new material ready to go? Number 16, Whoomp There It Is, Tag Team. Want to show off the quality of your car's subwoofers in the 90s? When it comes to bass-boosted pleasure, it's hard to beat Whoop There It Is, the hit single by Atlanta rap duo Tag Team.
Tag team, back again. Check it to wreck it, let's begin. Party on, party people, let me hear some noise.
Whoop is an ode to good times and sharp rhymes, with members DC the Brain Supreme and Steve Rowland and the Miami bass sound keeping the party going. It also helps to have a hook as catchy as this one.
Let me hear you say, whoop, there it is. Whoop,
Whoop reached number 2 on the Billboard charts, and while Tag Team couldn't replicate the song's success, it still stands as one of the most important popular hip-hop songs of all time. Can you dig it? We can dig it.
Can you dig it? We can dig it. Can y'all dig it? We can dig it. Can you dig it? We can dig it.
Number 15, Closing Time, Semisonic. If you've ever been at a bar past last call, they might have tried to get rid of you by playing this.
Closing time, one last call for alcohol.
While the lyrics of this song by Minneapolis rocker Semisonic are ostensibly about shooing away bar patrons, frontman Dan Wilson has indicated the song is a metaphor for childbirth. And his girlfriend just so happened to be pregnant while he was writing it.
I know who I want to take me home. I know who I want to take me home.
With its relatable lyrics, catchy riffs, and standout hook, Closing Time topped the Billboard Modern Rock chart. Semisonic broke up a few years later before reuniting in 2017. As they say in the song,
Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end.
Number 14, Torn, Natalie Imbruglia. It may surprise you to learn that Natalie Imbruglia's most famous song isn't technically a Natalie Imbruglia song, at least not originally.
He was warm, he came around like he was dignified.
3 versions of Torn were previously recorded. One by Danish pop singer Lis Sørensen, another by American rock band Edna Swap, and by American-Norwegian singer Trine Rein. But it's the Australian singer's pop rock rendition that became the most popular.
You're a little late, I'm already told.
How popular? It's the 85th highest-selling song of all time in the United Kingdom, as well as the overall most played 90s song. We hope Imbruglia wasn't feeling out of faith after seeing how much people loved her version of the song.
Wide awake and I can see the perfect sky is torn.
Number 13, Jump Around, House of Pain. If there's one 90s group who lived up to their name, it's House of Pain. The Los Angeles rap trio scored a hit with their single Jump Around, which is full of sharply delivered threats and boasts from rapper Everlast.
Pack it up, pack it in, let me begin. I came to win, battle me, that's a sin.
The song also features great old-school production from DJ Muggs of Cypress Hill. Although the tone is aggressive, it's still the kind of song you could put on at a party. The song jumped up on the charts, reaching number 3 in the US and doing well in countries like the Netherlands, Ireland, and Sweden. House of Pain split a few years later when Everlast went solo, but this song is still pure hip-hop pleasure. Number 12, Return of the Mac, Mark Morrison. Breakup songs have a proud history in popular music, and few genres do them better than R&B. Return of the Mac by British singer Mark Morrison was part of the new Jack Swing wave of the 90s, with Morrison's heartfelt crooning about a former lover playing over groovy production.
'Cause I know it from the start, baby, when you broke my heart.
New wave band Tom Tom Club is prominently sampled on the beat, which gives the perfect mix of rhythm and emotion. The song received an immaculate reception, hitting number 2 in the US and number 1 in the UK. Morrison has experienced various legal challenges since the release of the song, but Return of the Mac shows he can make it through hard times. Number 11, Macarena, Bayside Boys Mix, Los Del Rio. The Macarena and its accompanying dance remain popular to this day. But to really appreciate how massive this song was, you needed to have been around in the 90s. Created by Spanish pop duo Los Del Rio, the song really took off after the Bayside Boys remixed it, with English verses added.
Tu cuerpo pa' dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Baila tu cuerpo, alegría, Macarena. Macarena.
Topping the Billboard charts for 14 weeks, it became so big that politicians were dancing the Macarena at the 1996 Democratic National Convention. While some might have seen the song's success as being a fad, there's just no denying how infectious it was and continues to be.
Baila tu cuerpo, alegría, Macarena. Macarena.
Number 10. Bittersweet Symphony, The Verve. While all 4 of The Verve's albums experienced some degree of success in the UK, the Britpop band had to wait until their third project, Urban Hymns, to score their solitary hit in the States. Bittersweet Symphony is a densely packed melodic epic that's nearly perfect from beginning to end.
Sweet Symphony that's life.
Laced with sharp lyrics that juxtapose excellently with the song's fantastic music video, the track makes brilliant use of an infectious riff from Andrew Oldham's cover of the Rolling Stones' The Last Time, a sample that resulted in some legal squabbles.
And I'm a million different people from one day to the next. I can change.
Number 9. Tub Thumping, Chumbawamba. Debuting in 1985 in the UK punk rock scene, Chumbawamba released 8 albums before scoring their big crossover hit, a feat they would never really attempt again.
I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down.
Tub Thumping is the bar jam to end all bar jams. An explosive rock song with a contagious main chorus, scarce verses that do not get in the way, and memorable vocal hooks courtesy of Lou Watts and Dunstan Bruce.
He drinks a whiskey drink, he drinks a vodka drink, he drinks a lager drink, he drinks a cider drink. He sings the songs that remind him of the good time.
Tub Thumping is not representative of most of Chumbawamba's songs, so it's hardly surprising that the band never scored another major hit in the States.
I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again.
Number 8. You Get What You Give, New Radicals.
Wake up, kids, we got the dreamer's disease. Age 14, they got you down on your knees.
Despite only peaking at number 36 on the Billboard Hot 100, the New Radicals' You Get What You Give feels like the definitive song of the late 90s post-Nirvana period, when music adopted a slicker and sunnier sheen.
When the night is falling, you cannot find the light.
A tightly written pop rock track that constantly shakes things up throughout its 5-minute runtime, You Get What You Give mixes socially conscious themes with melodies for days.
Don't let go, you got the music in you. One dance left.
The final verse's celebrity callouts can overshadow the rest of the song, which is a shame since this entire track should be remembered and celebrated.
Courtney Love and Marilyn Manson, you're all fixed run to your mansions. Come around, we'll kick your ass in.
The New Radicals split up soon after the song's release, but their one album is definitely worth a spin. Number 7. How Bizarre, OMC. Sometimes all it takes to make a song instantly unforgettable is a single line, and this one-hit wonder has 2 of them.
Brother Bellas in the back, sweet singers in the front, cruising down the freeway in the hot, hot sun.
Released by New Zealand's OMC, How Bizarre is a breezy track with nearly indecipherable lyrics, all connecting to a brilliant main chorus.
How bizarre. How bizarre. How bizarre.
Accompanied by a summary instrumental, Polyformana, the lead vocalist, combines the oddly catchy How Bizarre hook with bright background vocals by a group of female singers.
It's making me crazy every time I look around.
All these elements combine to create a truly peerless track, at least in terms of uniqueness. OMC never came close to having another hit in the States, but How Bizarre is quite the exception.
Every time I look around.
Every time I look around, it's in my face.
Number 6. Mr. Vane, Culture Beat. Eurodance was a reliable source for one-off commercial hits during the 90s, and few of the genre's success stories compare favorably to Mr. Vane. The track's pulsating electro beat instantly conjures up images of German raves, with the bass and keyboards adding extra dimensions to the instrumental. While lyrics don't tend to be a big focus of Eurodance, Mr. Vane has more going for it than just an earworm chorus. Tying everything together is Tanya Evans, whose strong and confident vocals managed to make Mr. Vane's somewhat clumsy English work in the song's favor. Number 5. Sex and Candy, Marcy Playground. As post-grunge took hold of the rock scene, the airwaves started to be flooded with moody but less aggressive songs.
Hanging round downtown by myself, and I had so much time.
For the band's only charting single on the Billboard Hot 100, Marcy Playground released the evocative Sex and Candy, a short and slow-paced rocker with somber vocals.
I smell sex and candy here.
Often attracting comparisons to Nirvana, Sex and Candy mixes suggestive lyrics with radio-ready friendliness. The chorus's opening line is one of the most memorable of the late 90s, while the song's surreal music video splendidly complements Sex and Candy's tone and mystique. Marcy Playground created something special with their one bona fide hit.
Who's that casting devious stares in my direction? Mama, this surely is a dream.
Number 4. No Rain, Blind Melon. The rock scene of the early 90s consisted of far more than just grunge, and Blind Melon's hit stands out as a prime example of that. No Rain has a loose, almost jam session feel to it, and the track incorporates psychedelic influences into what is otherwise a familiar alternative rock sound. Although quite a happy song, lyrically, No Rain deals with depression and alienation, elements reflected in its iconic music video. As great as the track is, No Rain might not have been as massive of a hit without its accompanying B-Girl video. Number 3. Steal My Sunshine, Len. Released right before the end of the 90s, Steal My Sunshine reflects just how much the music landscape had changed throughout the decade.
I was lying on the grass of Sunday morning of last week, indulging in my self-defeat.
A pop-rock blast that sprinkles in elements of hip-hop, Len's summertime anthem combines a sugary sweet hook with clever verses that add depth to the overall package.
I know it's up for me, making sure I'm not.
Making expert use of a sample of Andrea True Connection's More, 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 Steal My Sunshine jumps back and forth between two singers, Mark and Sharon Costanzo, as the song paints a picture of a hazy summer rave.
Now the funny Claire Payne leave me tearing, staring underneath, involved in unusual feet.
Len would go on to release a few more albums, although none would spawn a single as big as Steal My Sunshine.
If you steal my sunshine,
Not something hard to see.
if you steal my sunshine.
Number 2. Informer, Snow. It's difficult to imagine that Informer could have topped the Billboard Hot 100 in any other year besides 1993, and even then it was controversial.
Informer, you know, say that I'm a snowman, I go blam. I like you bum bum down.
Released by Snow, a Canadian musician, Informer fuses reggae and hip-hop while lyrically covering a range of topics, including police raids and the vocalist's musical influences.
Rain it could pour through my window, so they put me in the back the car at the station. From that point on, I reached my destination.
Except for one unforgettable and somewhat confusing verse in the chorus, Informer's lyrics can be difficult to understand, although Snow's flow keeps the track moving along nicely.
Together we all have a Mr. Tornado. Informer, you know, say that I'm a snowman, I go blam. I like you boom boom down.
Although Snow scored a few more hits in Canada, Informer is his lasting legacy in the rest of the world. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. What is Love? Hadaway.
Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more.
Now this is a debut single. Love is probably the most overused topic in music, but this Eurodance classic distills the theme down to its essence, asking a universally relatable question that manages to be both direct and profound. Hadaway's soulful vocals bring a lot of weight to the bursts of verses, while the beat maintains an intense rhythm that is impossible to resist.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me no more.
Hadaway might not have scored another timeless hit in the US, but What Is Love lives on in dance clubs, on the airwaves, and in pop culture. Do you agree with our picks? Let us know in the comments. And hey, if you're a fan of the song playing right now, be sure to check out the music video for it right here.